Hi everyone, and welcome to Billy Fitzgerald Golf. And I'm just going to come out and say it. I've gotten this question several times. How do I stop shanking it? I know that's that's not a word that we all like to hear, but so first off, what is a shank and why are people so scared of it? Well, a shank usually doesn't get up in the air, and it goes, for right-handers, it goes straight right. So what ends up happening is that we miss the face entirely and the ball makes contact with the hosel and it goes straight right. That's why it's so odd looking, and it's, for some people, once they get them, it's hard to get out of it. So in my opinion, or what I've seen the most, not my opinion, but what I've seen the most with people that have a hard time with the hosel, I'll stop using the S word. So with the hosel, if I just set up to this golf ball, and I set up normal to it, something is causing the golf club to arrive back at the golf ball with the hosel into the ball. Okay, so usually what I see is that on the way back, somehow we don't get away from it, and even if we do, we move into the golf ball. There's something that's causing us to move into it. It could be several reasons, but at the end of the day, the momentum of our body is moving towards the golf ball, which makes our arms push out, which makes us put the hosel right into the factor, into the golf ball. It puts it right into the sight of it. So one thing that we can do, there's multiple things that we can do, but we have to learn to give space to the golf club. We have to learn to make sure that when we get into the golf ball, that our right hip is no closer to the ball than when it started. So if this is my setup, this is my impact. So you can see my left hip turns out of the way, which makes my right hip go parallel, not closer to the ball, but parallel to the ball. The name for it is early extension. We've all heard it, but how do we stop that? Well, there's a couple different things that you can do. Is one, you can go left foot, right foot back, okay, and keep your heel right on the ground. Even before that, some people might have a balance issue with this, but we can go left foot, right toe, okay, and start to feel how your hip doesn't move into the ball. Because here's what's going to happen. If I have someone that's hitting it off the hosel and I get them away from it, immediately what they usually start doing is they start topping the ball, because they've had so many swings go into the ball that either their arms pull in or their arms are really tight. So they're afraid to let their arms go. So the first thing I would do is left foot, right toe. Make some practice swings and feel how your arms can extend, and feel how your arms are being pulled by the weight in the golf club. So again, get your grip on there, left foot, right toe, keep your right hip back, and feel how your arms can extend into the ball, because that's going to be a pretty scary situation for someone that keeps hitting it on the hosels, to feel their arms extend. But if they never get into that, then they're just going to keep hitting it thin. So hit a couple left foot, right toe. Then as you graduate onto that, I would go left foot, right foot back. So pull your right foot back so your toe and your heel are in line with each other. Again, what I would start to feel when you're swinging is, as you swing back, now you start to feel your right hip get out of the way so your arm has room to swing. So left foot, right toe. Now as I swing, I can feel my right hip socket move back. Now my arms have room to swing back down to the ball. Again, it's pretty easy for me to find the face of the club that way. Then finally, as we graduate into a normal stance, what I would have you feel is that once we get here, you start to feel right hip socket move back, and then pushing away a little more so you can feel your right arm get lined up with the ball. You can feel how your arms are going to extend, your right arm lines up with the shaft. So right hip socket is out of the way, and you just feel like you keep pushing back. We have to feel like you're pushing away from the ball to make room for your arm. Again, you have to feel that your arms are soft enough to extend into the ball. So make a couple practice swings here. So get ready to go and feel your right hip back and down. So you start to feel, as my hip goes back, I almost feel like I squeeze my right hip down and push my left hip out of the way. Hip back and down. So I start to feel how much room I have for my arm to get right back into the slot. And so that should help you find the center of the face. Get rid of that hosel, because it is a terrifying shot. Once you've hit it a couple times, that's all you think that's going to happen. So try this. I know this is going to help. At the very least, just play left foot, right foot back. Keep your heel on the ground, and enjoy the day. But keep working on this, and I know it's going to help you. Like and subscribe to my channel, Billy Fitzgerald Golf. Want to take a live lesson from me, or you have a question? Visit me at billyfitzgeraldgolf.com. And thanks for watching.